Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be doing a workout. We're going to be focusing on legs and booty, and I'm just going to give you what I do. So what I do to work out and how I train. I get quite a lot of people asking me about my training routine, so I thought I'll just show you, snippets of what I do to work out. Now obviously I don't have a gym, so unfortunately I can't access all the weight machines, and I know a lot of people are in the same position. So I thought I would show you exercises that can be done from home, so you can do them on your sofa, and you can use makeshift weights, so anything that you can find around the house that weighs a little bit. Even if you get a bag for life and fill it with loads of tins and cans just to add some more weight, it just helps in growing if you're looking to grow your booty or tone up. And I am using some weights, so this is the pro of having two older brothers who went through that gym phase and they were like 15, 16, so they are pretty old, but they do work. I will be showing you how I do it with weights, but again, I'm in a very small space and it can all be adapted. So I will stop talking and I think let's get straight into it. Okay, so first off, we're going to start doing some activations. I always do these at the beginning of my workout to activate and wake up my glutes, so to speak. A lot of the time, if we're sat down, a lot of us doing office jobs, everything kind of falls asleep. And I know that sounds really silly, and some people don't agree with doing this. They say you don't need to do it. However, it works well for me. And I think the best thing I can tell you to do during the activation stage is mind to muscle connection. So what I mean by this is don't just do the movement, like just aimlessly doing it in your own little world. Actually think, okay, so when it's going up, I'm connecting my glute, I'm tensing at the top, I'm squeezing as much as I can, and then I'm holding that tension as I go down, and keep repeating that in your head. So you're just kind of concentrating a bit more on what you're actually doing, and I think it helps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my right leg. I'm going to do 15 donkey kicks followed by pulses. I'm going to go straight into 15 fire hydrants with pulses, and I'm going to do the other side. So sometimes I find with donkey kicks to put your knee on top of the resistance band just to stop it from going off. So I'm really thinking here, holding it, squeezing at the top, keeping some tension as I go down. Like I'm not just letting go, and again, squeeze, really squeezing the glutes. Now I'm going to pulse. So this is just like continuously holding that tension now in the glute. Straight into fire hydrants. And now I'm going to go straight onto the other leg with the donkey kicks. Okay, so I'm starting to feel the burn in my glutes, and you do that twice, so repeat the exercise twice, and then we'll go into the next activation. Okay, so the next exercise is just going to be hip thrusts on the ground, and I'm just going to go up and I'm going to go out at the top. And again, I'm just thinking of always having that tension in my glutes, even on the way down. So I think that's really important to do. So okay, and now I'm at the top. I'm just going to do some pulses here. Now I'm just going to hold and squeeze continuously. I'm squeezing really hard at the moment, and make sure you're keeping your back straight, your body in line. You don't want to be arching up like that, but you don't want to be like that. Just neutral in the middle. And then down. Okay, so once you've done that, do another set, and then I'm gonna go into single leg hip thrust. These are a lot harder, I find, because you're working the individual leg. So again, try not to have too many reps in between, to get straight into it. Okay, so one more to go, and then we have done activation. You'll be happy to know. And then the real work begins, so let's get into it. The exercise that I hate the most, crab walks. These are really good at waking the glutes up. So resistance band above the knees, and you're basically gonna be squat walking. Depending on what space you've got, you can either do like one like that. If you've got the space, try and do at least 2 to 4 steps each way. So oh, my phone. Main thing to focus on for the crab walks is to try and keep your knees out. You don't want them caving in. So like in a normal squat, when you squat down, you don't want to be going like this because your knees, the resistance band is too strong. You need to be going more, thinking of pushing knees up. So if you're struggling to get the knees out, I would say your resistance band is maybe too strong. So use a lighter one, or just don't even use one. And just again, we're focusing on that mind to muscle connection. Now, as you can see, I'm out of breath. That's definitely warmed me up. And now I'm ready to get into the main part of my workout. So let's do some actual work. Okay, so we're gonna start on the weights now. Use your sofa if you don't have a bench. You don't want it too high, because basically you're gonna be in this position and we're gonna be going down. So you can do it obviously with body weight. When I do it, because I find my thighs take over. So this leg here is the one that's going to be taking the weight. Don't let this leg start doing all the work. So this leg, we're going to have the heel. We're sinking into this heel, mind to muscle connection, squeezing the bum at the top. If you're struggling to get your bum to activate, just get a little weight like this and just put it under your toe, just to help lift your toe up so you're really sinking into the heel. Don't think the camera's far in the back and I want space. But obviously don't rely on that too much. If you can do it without, that's great. Now, when I do it, I almost go, it's probably wrong and the PT's going to be cursing me, I almost think of going a bit more diagonally down, because I find that just works my bum rather than going like up and down. Like I do a mix of both. Up and down. Squeeze, squeeze. Now, with weights, I aim to do 8 on each leg. If you're using like heavy weights. If you're using just your body, definitely see if you can do about 20 if you've got no weights. Obviously, just start with what you're comfortable. If you're getting any pain, please stop. You shouldn't be having any back pain. That means that you're just not in the right position. That makes sense? So, I have to like probably gear myself up to get into these. So, where are my weights? Sorry. Okay, I'm going. Okay, so out of breath. I'm gonna do that 3 sets of those, 8 reps, the heavier weight, and then yeah, it will kill me up a little bit, but it's good. Okay, so the jacket off. This means serious business now. They were quite a struggle, but just keep the focus. If you're struggling, like very struggling, lower the weight. This is your only competition is you Don't feel like you have to prove it. Like I sometimes get in that mindset where I'm like, just need to finish the reps, just need to finish the reps, and my form goes out the window, and that's really the wrong mindset to have. It's all about controlling yourself and making sure that you're using the right muscles and you're not overcompensating by maybe using your lower back to get through the movement. If that happens, just please stop. Now the next thing I'm going to focus on is a bit of a balance thing. So have a weight, or you don't even need to use a weight, and all we're going to be doing is the following. So with your weight, hit this. It's almost like a bit of a deadlift. So you're going to be going down, but as you go down, your leg is going to go out. Okay? 8 on each side again. So the supporting leg, have a little bit of bend in it, don't be completely straight. A tiny bit of a bend. And go near a wall or bench in case you lose your balance. As you can see, I sometimes lose my balance. That's absolutely fine. Just like control yourself and take a pause. Okay, so now we're going to be going on to hip thrusts. These are like the godsend if you want to build your booty. And again, I've got weights. You don't have to use weights. You can just use anything you can find. A sandbag. You can buy sandbags. You can probably buy weights on Amazon for it. When you're doing glutes, again, a lot of the focus is on the booty. You're going to be thinking of pushing through your heel, and you want to have a neutral back. So when we're in the position, I'll do without the weights. You have a bench or whatever. You've got your sofa you can do it on. I've got like the top of my shoulder blades, and if it helps, you can like stick your heels up a little bit, shoulder width apart, and then you're just gonna go up and you squeeze like crazy when you get to the top. So down, neutral back. Keep your neck down, so give yourself a lovely double chin. Don't be having your head like hair going like this, okay? And then we're gonna be up here and we're gonna be squeezing. And we're gonna be down, and back up, and down. Squeeze. Again, you want your knees out as much as possible. So I'm gonna use a resistance band. If you're doing heavy weights, I would say aim for like 8 to 10. If you're on a light weight, you can do 20. What I sometimes do is 3 to 4 sets of 8, or if I've not got heavy weights, I will do 10 sets of 10 reps, and I find that burns just as much as having a heavy weight. So, okay, motivating myself. So when you're doing it really slow and controlled, hold at the top, really feel that burn. You know, these are going to be killer, but they will help you so much. This is where you need to really just push yourself through to get them done. So yeah. Okay, now we're going to do some courtesy lunges into a side kick. I don't know why I'm pointing. If you want to really feel the burn, use ankle weights on your ankles, obviously, and yeah, again aiming for at least 8 to 10 of these on each leg. Oops. So you can either have a weight like this, or you can use a bar and have a weight across your shoulders, whichever you feel comfortable with. I can't bother to use the weight on my shoulders. This is what the Smith machine is so good for, but obviously I don't have one. So this, I'm just gonna cross, heel, kick out. Just in case I didn't describe how to do a curtsy lunge properly, I'm going to show you. So when you're doing it, think normal lunge, you go straight behind. With a curtsy, we're going to go at a slight diagonal, so that way the leg's going at an angle. The whole time, again, you want to be pushing through this heel here to really feel it in that left side of the glute. Pushing up and squeezing the bum as much as you can. Now, a little finisher to do. When I do my weights, I try and do 4 core exercises. So 4 exercises to help build up the glutes and tone them up. And then to finish, it's a little bit of a killer and I hate doing them, is squat jumps. Yeah, I hear you will say. So just do as many as you can. If you're doing like proper squat jumps, I aim for about 20. So yeah, let's finish the workout strong, guys, come on. I had to stop because my horse is freaking out. Like, what is she doing? Okay, last but not least, I'm still here stretching. So I always stretch after a workout. I think it's so important for recovery, and so you don't have all like the lactic acid building up and you're really so sore tomorrow. It just helps kind of prevent that a little bit. So this is the last bit. So I always start in this position, just going down and working the legs a little bit so you're getting all the hamstrings here stretched. I'm going to go into pigeon pose. So my leg up here. I'm just going to stretch down. To grab the 5 if you can, just to really stretch that bit as well. And that's just a nice stretch for the legs. If you can't reach your 5 really tight, you can get like a rope or an elastic band, resistance band even, just to help you grab hold of the toe and then you can like lever it towards you. So for example, you just loop it on, and then if you find that easier to hold, do that. Do this on both sides. Stretches for about like 15-30 seconds at least. Just listen to your body. If you're feeling a bit tight, hold them for longer. I like this one, and you like pull your leg towards you. So I feel it all down here. And shake it all off. That is the workout complete. Well done. Thank you for staying with me through it. I just want to say, go at your own pace. Your only competition is you. It doesn't matter what everyone else is lifting. You want a weight that challenges you, but you need to be able to do at least 8 reps. Like, don't be having one which is making you dead after 3 reps. That means drop your weight and just experiment a little bit. And now what I'll do is I'll have a protein shake. I think it personally helps me get my protein in. However, you don't need to get protein shakes. You can just consume your protein intake via food. Every kg you're looking to have 1.5 to 2 of protein. So work out your own weight and then just do it from that, depending if you're wanting to grow your glutes. I hope this has been helpful. I've never really done anything like this before. So let me know in the comments if you tried any exercises out, if you enjoyed it. I can share a lot more of my fitness tips. I can do more like ab-based ones. I can do more leg days if people prefer me to do one that's focused maybe just with resistance bands and not weights. If you've not got access to them, please let me know. And no, I'm not a qualified PT, so please don't sue me if you're injured yourself. I will not be held responsible for any injuries doing these exercises. If you're ever stuck, you know, just talk to a PT. And with my workout schedule, I basically just make the routines up myself. I don't have a PT or a program that I follow. I find just following people on Instagram gives me a lot of inspiration, and just being consistent with it, you know, make it fun. I'm glad I got that workout done. Like I say, I hope it was enjoyable and you all have gone along with it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. So just in case anyone was wondering what I was wearing, probably not, but just in case, I'm wearing a Bow and Tee sports bra. I find this is really thick material, it's really supportive. And then I'm wearing a We Are Tala top. This is one of their new ones, and the material is so nice and soft, all recycled as well. So I really love what their brand stands for, helping the environment, and they're so against like fast fashion and things like that, so do check them out. And then I'm wearing some Gymshark leggings, of course. These are so nice and soft, I really do like them, and they're really high-waisted as well. And then some Nike trainers. Don't know what I'm trying to do there, trying to be flexible. But yeah, and an Ariat jacket. This one. That's what I was wearing at the beginning of the video, just in case anyone's bothered. So yeah, thank you.